Welcome back to Dark Souls. My name's Gordon, or This Dying Earth. We're going to go to the Undead Parish, and we've got a lot of black phantoms to face along the way, so you're going to see me get mass handed to me a number of times. Like I said in the previous episode, I'm going to streamline these episodes and cut out a lot of parts that aren't relevant to the black phantom enemies. So we're making this perilous run past the Drake, and there's somebody else that's just had their ass handed to them. This guy is probably one of the most challenging enemies in the entire game, especially at this level. I mean, trying to kill him, you know, at the level we're at just now is just unrealistic. And I'd be interested to know if other people are capable, you know, of doing it with any aplomb or elegance, and not relying on things like, you know, cheesing them. So there's me goading him to spray me with fire or whatever it is that he does that comes out of his mouth. I suppose it could be really gaseous breath that just ignites in contact with oxygen. Anyway, here you go, you can see him flying off into the distance. He didn't want to face up to us with our hand axe. Too much of a challenge for him. And yeah, I don't actually know where that guy goes. I'm interested to find out if anybody knows. I think he just goes somewhere and then comes back again. And if you run down to the other end of that bridge, he sometimes comes back. I don't know what the trigger is, but yeah. So we're going to take out this Black Knight, and parrying helps. I don't understand why you don't hear the, you know, the parry sound effect, which is excellent. And so I kind of lost out to him a bit towards the end, so I ran down here to heal. I missed a parry, I think, and obviously this is me trying to get him with fireballs, but you know, he was too clever for that. And I just wanted to see how well the fireballs would do against him, because I think these Black Knights have decent defense against fire, although 92 isn't too bad, I suppose, especially with an upgraded glove, Pyromancer's glove. So we got a Titanite chunk there, which is obviously going to be helpful for us later on. And here I'm about to make the cannonball run. Sorry for that terrible pun, but the cannonball run here with the boar. And what you want to do is, and this is a tactic I've seen on ENB's channel, and I'm sure it was copied by other people, you run here, jump, not fail like that. So you jump and then you make it through the portcullis before the guy drops it on the other side. And I got lucky there, I suppose. Pick up the basement key, and I can't remember what the basement key is used for again. Is that for anyway, pick up the halberd, and we're going to use the halberd at some point later. And I thought something was coming off to the right there. You can hear footsteps, but nope. And sneak up behind this chap. You can get a chance to drop these Balder Knights have a chance to drop their sword and their armour set and their shield, and it's all pretty good stuff. Yeah, that basement key, that's annoying me. What's that enemy's name again? The guy that's very sinister, and we release him from the prison. I can't believe I've forgotten his name. Anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm smashing the concrete in order to draw the attention of the Boulder Knight that's down there guarding the Night Shield. I've got that guy's name on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I hate when that occurs, so you just can't remember. So parry timing's well off then. Wasn't expecting that swipe move. Did it again. Thank you. You know, as soon as I stop this recording, I'm going to remember that sinister guy's voice. I'm going to remember the guy with the sinister voice, his name. Yeah, speak good England today. So this is the alternative way to get to where we've just been. So if you do the cannon bore run and you don't make it to the portcullis, you can come under here. There's like an underground passage that's like a shortcut. So I just wanted to come here to pick the soul item up that's on that corpse. And the first time I actually came, this is an accident obviously, I didn't mean to fuck up like this. And I put myself in a very invidious position, very dangerous position. That guy has made it all the way down here, the spear wielding, you know, knight or whatever he is, undead knight, with the armour on. And I'm trying here, I've got no, as you can see, I've got no Aestus, so I'm desperately trying to get humanity on my bar so I can use it to heal. And yeah, I mean, so I got it on my bar. Heal now, no. Heal now, no. And you can see that Black Phantom is chasing us all the way up here. He's not unleashed. If this spear wielding motherfucker wasn't here, I would have survived this. Because I would have been able to get past him. But yeah. So I think that's our first death of the playthrough. And you can see how dangerous these Black Phantoms are. I mean, you could maybe make the argument that if the Black Phantoms weren't there, I would have survived. That I wouldn't have survived anyway, sorry, because I'd messed it up so badly. But I don't know, I think if the Black Phantoms hadn't been there, I don't think I would have been panicking as much. And because they inflict more damage and you can't really take a hit from them, especially if you've got no Estus. And there you go, you can see they're so dangerous. I mean, as soon as you come in here, you're surrounded by them. So really, if you're playing this with the Black Phantoms on, I recommend going the portcullis route, you know, making the jump, and not coming the apparently, well, it's not the easier route, because this has always been the more challenging route, I suppose, because if you make the jump, yeah, it's easier, more straightforward. That reminds me of that kill that I seen recently from Bloodborne. There's this excellent kill that's available on YouTube of a guy that's invaded somebody's game, and he kills he kills the host, and the host summons by doing a backstep off of like a ledge, and they're on the ladder coming up the way towards Martyr Logarius. Is it Martyr Logarius or Master Logarius? Well, they're coming up there anyway, and he does a backstep and a plunging attack, and it kills all three of them while they're on the ladder, and it's just this fantastic skill. And fortuitous as well, I suppose, because he had plenty of opportunity to take them on elsewhere, but nope, he chose that spot and it worked. And Killer of the Month or something like that on some guy's channel. So yeah, you can see you've got more work, you've got a higher work schedule when you've got these Black Phantoms. There's more to think about and more to do. All that just to, no, the mystery key, that's the key that opens that chappie's cell. I keep thinking of, when I'm thinking of this guy's name, I'm thinking of Laurentius, but it's not Laurentius, it's oh, that's so annoying. Oh no, Oswald of Kareem, Lautrec, thank you, Lautrec of Kareem. So I'm goading this, this is a Heavy Knight, that enemy's called, obviously a Black Phantom. And we'll take him on in a moment. I wanted to come down obviously to get the bonfire. Actually, I don't think we take him on this episode, I think it's the next episode when we go to the gargoyles. So I wanted to come down to the Darkroot Garden, and I got myself smashed up. I got my clock cleaned by this prowling demon, or Titanite demon as I like to call them, because they're hewn, apparently they're like non-organic beings that are hewn from Titanite slabs or something. So yeah, just be careful if you're coming down there, because the reach of that pole weapon, pole arm, Titanite catch pole, prowling demon's catch pole or something like that, is very is far reaching, as you can see. And you can see how little damage I'm inflicting against these tree bastards. So I decided to go with my pyromancies, fireballs, see how well they do against them, and you can see it makes sense. Fire against foliage, or foliage, and yeah, that works just as it does in real life. And don't forget there's an item just to my left there, hiding behind that rock. I wasn't sure if you could overcome, reveal, penetrate those hidden walls using pyromancies, but yeah, it works, and I guess magic would work too. So here we go, we're going to go. I was uncertain where to go here. I was swithering over whether to go down to get the account of the Black Knight further down the basin, but I decided to go down here because I wanted, I think, the partisan. Don't go in there. I highly recommend just avoiding that area, because every subsequent time you come down here, you're going to have to take these tree guys on. It's annoying. So as you can see, the first time I played through with these Black Phantoms, I actually forgot to enable it while I was here, so these guys weren't here. So this was a big surprise for me. They all aggro, and they don't unleash like until you get further up this like passageway. And at this level, I just do not know how you would. I mean, they one-shot you obviously, and I just do not know how you overcome these Black Phantom Stone Knights, giant Stone Knights, because they are so fearsome. You know, they hit you, you know, like a fucking train. They cast that Tranquil Walk of Peace spell, which slows your, you know, walking pace and attacks down, I think. So I just wanted to see how much damage I could inflict on them, and you'll see it's insignificant. So I guess what you could do is you could funnel them up this path, and like, you know, with a thrusting weapon like the winged spear or the partisan, which we're not going to be able to get access to just now. Then you could poke away at them. Poison, probably. Well, actually, I don't know if these guys can be poisoned. And obviously, pyromancies don't work against stone. You know, fire versus stone, no. So, this blocks our access just now, temporarily, to the wolf ring. And I wanted the wolf ring, because I found it useful in my other playthrough against the Black Phantoms. And I wouldn't have got that if I hadn't forgot to turn them on at this point in my other playthrough. So I wanted to come down here to see if I could run past, but I'm just not doing enough damage against that tree either to be quick enough. So I decide to come down here, and I want to take on the Black Knight that's further down. I want to pick up the Grass Crest Shield to get the extra stamina regen, and I want to try and get the Black Knight Halberd, because the more weapons you have that, you know, do high damage, the better your chances are against these Black Phantoms. And this is really annoying. I do not like missing out on the crystal lizards. So I can't actually remember if in the point I'm at in the playthrough just now I've come back to deal with that crystal lizard. I don't think I have actually. So what you want to do is you want to run past the Black Knight and go down into the tunnel and ignite the bonfire. And I can't remember if this is the case or not. You know, I was sure that if you just ignited the bonfire, that then, you know, if you died subsequently, the game had flagged it that this is where you were to respawn. But that must just be a Dark Souls 2 thing, unless I'm misremembering, you know, misconstruing how it worked in Dark Souls 2 as well. But so this guy decided to go on a bit of a walkabout. I have no idea why. I thought maybe he was down next to the Grass Crest Shield, but nope, he decided to go for a wee wander further above the basin. And yeah, it's weird. I've never seen them go that far up there. Partial parry. And so our strategy here is to use gravity. So he was in the perfect position for me to get him, but he made me roll off the edge, and gravity was our bitch this time. Or we were gravity's bitch. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So we want to use gravity to our advantage, so we'll get him up here. There might be spots that are better, better positioned at dealing with him, you know, in terms of pushing him off the edge. But this is the one I chose. It gives me a wee bit of a breather, time to think, time to compose myself. And yeah, he just fucking flattens me and smashes me off the cliff again. My wee wooden shield just not up to the task. And I guess I'd overestimated my abilities and underestimated the fearsomeness of this guy, because I'm not going to show you all the deaths, but he gets me at least about 7 or 8 times. I think this is another one. Yeah, this is the one. I was so close, I think, to just getting him off the edge. And no, it just didn't work. Sometimes he's going to get the better of you. Or is this the one that I'm so close to getting him off the edge? Yeah, this was the one again. So frustrating. But these Black Knights are no joke. No joke at all. Some of them are obviously a bit more straightforward than others, but in general, yeah, they can fuck you up real bad if you underestimate some of them. And all I got was one measly blue titanite chunk, which is really pathetic. So yeah, I felt like I needed to mock him a bit, and then you could see the frustration me spinning round. Like pointing down the way, mocking him, yeah. So now we're going to take on Havel because I want his ring. And Havel the Rock. Oh, by the way, that's another thing. I use Master Key to get in here, but if you don't have the Master Key, you're going to need the Watchtower Basement Key. Watchtower something key? Yeah, Watchtower Basement Key. And yeah, Havel does what Havel does, which is flatten us. So yeah, if I use the Master Key, obviously, if you don't have that, and you've got the Black Phantoms on, you have little chance of going to get that Watchtower Basement Key, because you need to defeat the Moonlight Butterfly. I don't know what he's doing here. It looks like he's grassing or something, but obviously there's no grass in Dark Souls, but maybe consuming a blossom or something. He like puts his hand to his mouth and just stands there, and he's going to do it again in a moment. I don't remember Havel doing that before. Some people like to parry Havel. I couldn't be bothered after the 7 or 8 deaths with the other guys. Like, I'm leaving now, and then nope, just kidding, flatten. But yeah, with all the other deaths with that Black Knight, I could not be bothered taking the risk of flattening. Here he is again, standing still and like putting his hand to his mouth. It's weird. Never seen it before. If you have, let me know. Yeah, so the Havel's ring increases your equip burden by 50%, and yeah, it's just going to be really useful. But we want the ring of favour and protection. We'll get that eventually from Lautrec. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this part, and see you in the third one.